Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Thank you for watching. So for today, I'm gonna be talking about the cost of living here in Ireland. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of my expenses. I'm gonna tell you normally how much I spend at the end of the month and how much I save. Okay, so let's start. So I've been getting a lot of questions about living here in Ireland, the prices, expenses, how difficult is it to get a job and all these kind of things. But today I'm just focusing on prices. All right. So number one, rent. So as you know, I'm living here in Cork Island. I'm from Mexico. So of course I don't have a house. I don't have family here, so I have to pay rent. At the moment I'm living in an apartment with my girlfriend and one more flatmate. We are just in the house, so that's very good. We don't have to share a lot. I live in one room with my girlfriend, and in the other room my flatmate. So it's just two rooms, and we have one bathroom, and the kitchen, everything it's a little small, but it's in a very good location. It's just in the city center. We are actually just like 50 steps from my school, so that's very close, and it's also like 5 minutes from the city center, from Tesco, Lidl, and everything. So it's a pretty good location. So at the moment I'm paying 300 euros a month only for me. That's another 300 for my girlfriend, so together we pay 600 euros just for rent for the room here in Cork. So to be honest, I'm grateful. I mean, we are just three in the house, and to pay 300 a month is really good, I think. All right, so apart from the 300 from just for the rent a month, we also have to pay 20 euros for the internet, which is 60 euros for the three of us. And maybe it sounds a little expensive, but to be honest, the internet is really good. It's super fast. The modem is just next door, so that's quite good. I never really have problems with the internet. I can't complain, so I really don't care just to pay 20 euros a month on the internet. So the next one is the electricity. This one depends a lot from the time of the year. I'm gonna say like average is going to be 25 euros a month, because for example in summer maybe it can be like 20, but now that it's winter we have the heater on and these things, so we spend more electricity. I'll say it's like 30 this month, so let's just keep it at 25 as an average. So that's 345 of what I have to pay here in my apartment, like my fixed expenses I have every month. Right, so I think that for 345 for everything on the bills and the rent of the house, I think it's a pretty good deal for the location. I think I've really found a bargain. All right, so the next biggest expense I guess is when we go grocery shopping, or when we go buy things for the house, things to clean and all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put all of these just together. So normally we divide the shopping between 4 places. It is between, most of the shopping is in Tesco, and then we also go to Lidl, Dunes, and Deals. We buy different things in each place, so we can save some money. I'll say that about each month, personally I spend 80 euros a month, so that's 160 together with my girlfriend. It depends of each month, of course. For example, now we are in December, so Christmas and all of these things, so maybe this month is a little more. But to be honest, I don't spend a lot of money on food. First of all is because I work in a restaurant, so I eat there, and so I don't have to eat so much here at home, and also sometimes I bring food. Other thing is I'm very simple. I mean, I just normally drink a coffee from Tesco, like 3 euros, and it lasts like for 2-3 months. And then I normally just buy eggs for my breakfast, and that's it. Another thing that allows me to save a lot of money a month on the groceries is because I do online surveys. If you watch one of my first videos, I explain you how I get vouchers and cash and money just from answering surveys. So if you want, just go check that video and you can understand a little better. But I'll say that every month I get like 30 to 40 euros on vouchers from Tesco, just for answering some surveys. So I use that money, so that's why sometimes we don't have to pay so much on food, so that allows us to save some money. Okay, so now the total is 425. So let's continue with the next normal expenses that you will normally have living in a city. So before I used to take the bus all the time. I work in Wilton and I live in Cork City, so that's like 10-15 minutes when there is no traffic. Sometimes it's almost 30 minutes on the bus. And normally I used to spend 70 euros a month for my Leap card. This is the monthly card and I can use the bus all the times. But nowadays, like for the last 5-6 months, I just stopped to use the bus and just decided to walk. That way I can save 70 euros. I mean, it's a kind of a long walk, like 30 to 40 minutes just to go, and plus another 30 and 40 to come back. But I mean, it's 70 euros a month. If I do this like for a year, I'm saving over 800 euros. So for me, it's a pretty good deal. I do have to say that sometimes when it's raining a lot, I do take the bus. I just pay 168, but this is not all the time. Sometimes I just don't care and go with the rain. But nowadays this is not an expense anymore, so we just gonna stay with 425. Something that I forgot to say is that here in my house we don't have to pay for the bins. Normally here in Cork or maybe in Ireland, I'm not very sure, you have to pay for someone to recollect the bins, the garbage, the rubbish, I don't know how you say. But gladly we don't do it here, so that's an expense that we don't have to pay. And also for the water, here in Ireland we don't have to pay for the water, which is just amazing. So it's another expense that we just don't have to count. I know that a lot of people might not believe me that I just spend this like on a month, but it's not. I have another extras, but this is just what I need to live, to survive here in the city and to pay all my bills and finish the end of the month with money left. But I'm sure for all people, other people, this might sound like a lot of money, but to be honest, and from personal experience and living here for over a year and a half, I think I have a really good deal. Okay, so apart from those 425 euros, now let's go with the extras. This is totally up to you how much money you spend a month and how much you go out. Of course, the last year hasn't been easy, so we haven't really gotten to go out much and to go like to a restaurant, to a pub or things like this, as we will do to go to a nightclub. So this last year, I will say that a lot of the extras that we spend here at home is buying food, deliver or Uber Eats. I will say that's our weakness. Sometimes we just don't want to cook at all. Personally, I just hate to cook. My girlfriend, she also is not so passionate about this. So I will say that sometimes we order 2, 3, 4 times food a month, but we divide it. Things like this, so it's not also a lot. But the extras is totally up to you. I will have to say that personally it's like an extra 100 euros a month, I can say, for example, from ordering food, from going out to pay something outside in the city, an inconvenient I have to pay something, things like this. It's just like, I will say that it's a fair amount. So I will say that my total for living here in Ireland is like around 525 euros, sometimes 550, it depends. For example, last month I had to pay my visa, and that's another 300 euros. So I'm not gonna really put that in because that's completely separate. But I'll say that just for living here a month, me, that I don't spend a lot of money, I don't buy clothes, nothing, and I'm very cheap. I'll say I spend around 525 to 550 euros. Something else that I usually spend on, and this is normally every month, is money that I put to invest. I have been investing since the end of June, beginning of July, and every month I try to put some money there, between $250 to $300 because my account is in dollars, so it's a little less in euros. But every month I try to put something. I didn't put this together with the 525 because I don't need this to live. This is not my bills or nothing. This is just some extra money that I have left to invest, so that's why I don't put it together. But I also have to say that apart from the money that I need to pay all my bills and everything and that I put to invest, I also always save some money, just keep in my bank account. It's like my emergency fund. This is in case something happens. Let's hope nothing bad happens, but sometimes there are emergencies, something happens and I have to go to Mexico the next day, you know, things like this. So it's always good to have some emergency fund. Well, I have been reading a lot about this, so I try to have enough money to live for like 6 months to a year, and just have that money in cash in case, for example, I lose my job tomorrow and I don't get any money for the next 6 months. So that's also very important. I already have that emergency fund, so nowadays I can put a little more money to invest. Now, yes, that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my expenses. Let me know if you have similar expenses, if you also don't spend a lot of money like me, if you agree with me and everything. If you have questions, if you want to come to live to Ireland, to Cork or Dublin or Galway, I mean, just let me know down in the comments any questions or suggestions that you have, right? So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. And don't forget to turn on the notifications hit the like button and subscribe. See you.